Hey, you guys. Thank you guys for tuning in to another vlog. I know I've been gone for about a month, so I haven't posted in a while, which is what I'm going to talk about today in my vlogs. At the time, I am outside, and so it's hot. So this video is not going to be long. It's not going to be long. So basically, about the past month, I've really been having a hard time spiritually, just being where I needed to be with God, keeping that relationship where it's supposed to be, making sure that I make time for Him. And, I think we all go through that season where it's like we don't feel as close to God as we would like to, or we don't desire to spend time with Him. If we want to be honest, we don't desire, that time with God, and we fill it with everything else. And, I just sleep here, or go here, or shop here, and I'll watch this, or I'll listen to this to kind of get your mind off of what you're going through. But at the end of the day, those things are temporary, and those things will please your flesh. But if it's a spiritual thing that you're having a deficit in, then you spiritually be recharged by spending time with God. And I was slacking real bad on that, and so not spending time with God impacted so many other areas of my life. So socially, I really wasn't feeling like being around people. I mean, I'm an introvert anyway, but it was like, I would speak if I had to, but if I had to be around people, I really had to kind of pump myself up to do it. And when I was able to leave, I was like, ugh, you know. And so it really affected me in that way, because I've noticed for me, and I don't know if anybody else deals with that, but if spiritually I'm not where I need to be with God, I feel off. Nothing's going right. My mind is running rampant. Socially, I'm not feeling like doing nothing with nobody, talking to anybody. Work related, my desire is gone. All I want to do is sleep. I'm just tired and restless all the time, and it really affected me. So I didn't have a desire to post. When I post videos, I want to be led to do them, and of course, I didn't feel led because I wasn't spending time with God. I wasn't doing what I needed to do, so I didn't feel like there was a need to post. I didn't feel like posting. I wasn't really motivated, encouraged, or led to do it because I wasn't where I needed to be. And I feel like so many of us go through that season where we feel like we don't desire God like we used to, and we kind of feel as though we're the only person that deals with that, because we might see everyone else spiritually and they might be stronger than you, so you feel like I'm dealing with this by myself, but nobody can really relate to what I'm going through. But everybody goes to that moment where we either feel like God isn't near us, that He doesn't hear us, or that our desire is gone. About a week ago, I really got tired of getting sick and tired, and sometimes when you are going through that season, you really have to get tired of being sick and tired. Like, okay, boom, my flesh may feel tired, but I have to get up. I have to spend time with God. I may not feel motivated to do it, but I need to spend time with Him. I need to listen to more encouraging gospel Christian music that will, please my spirit. And, the more that you do that, you really start to feel energized and recharged, and you kind of have a boost about you now that you might not have had when you weren't, doing it. Something as simple as listening to worship music throughout my day in the morning, listen to devotionals in the car, listening to instrumental worship music, or worship songs as I went to sleep. Those things that might seem so minor really make a big difference, because they minister to your spirit. Some scriptures that I wrote down during my quiet time to encourage me was Romans 8, verse 16 and verse 26. So verse 16 says, I consider that our present sufferings are not worth comparing with the glory that will be revealed in us. So the present things that we're going through, the present struggles, the present trials and tribulations that we're going through, they're not even worth comparing to the glory that God is trying to do in us, that's going to be revealed in us, what He's trying to get out of us. Because so many times we go through trials and we kind of see like, okay, I don't understand why I'm going through this, so I feel like this is all that I'm going to deal with. And it's like, no, this is just a small drop in the bucket to the great things that God wants to get to us. And a lot of times, I need to mention that also, when we feel like that desire is gone, it's not. Sometimes it's not even the enemy that's playing with us. Sometimes it's not even God testing us, it can be us where we just completely remove ourselves and we just stop trying, we just stop, pursuing God. So Romans 8:16 is a good scripture. And also I wrote down Romans 8 verse 26, which says the Spirit helps us in our weaknesses. In our weakness. So when you feel that you're weak, when you feel as though you don't have any fight left, and that's how I felt. I really felt defeated. And it wasn't until I really got tired of feeling defeated that I was like, wait a second. I can fight back. Like, I don't have to feel this way. I don't have to, receive this this defeat that the enemy is trying to pour into my spirit. And so the Spirit, and it also says the Spirit Himself intercedes for us through wordless groans. So when we feel as though, we don't know what to pray, or we kind of feel as though we have no words to speak to God, that Jesus intercedes for us. So He is in between us and God, and He speaks on our behalf. He fights for us even when we feel as though there is nothing that we can muster up to say, that He steps in when we feel weak. He's our strength, and our strength is made perfect. His strength is made perfect in our weakness. I wrote down a prayer that says, Jesus, please be and remain my strength. So not only be my strength now, but be a constant strength for me. Because there's times where we might feel like we don't have any fight left, and God will quickly undergird us and carry us through. God is fighting for you, and I know that I'm not the only one that dealt with this, and it's a constant thing. Like, you feel like you're on a spiritual high and you're doing what you're supposed to do, you're doing what you're supposed to be doing spiritually, and then when you have that dip, it's a dip. Like, your mind is just not even there. Your motivation is gone. And I was at work about a few weeks ago, and my coworker was like, physically you're here, but mentally your mind is somewhere else. Like, it really takes a toll. And I just want you to know that when you go through those moments where you feel your desire is gone, like you don't desire God, and it affects you, that you're not alone. So meditate on those scriptures to help you. And of course, Romans 8:28 tells us that all things are working together for the good of those who love the Lord and are called according to His purpose. So even though it may not feel good, that God is working things together for your good. He overpowers our weaknesses with His strength, and there's a purpose to our weakness. I feel like if we were strong with everything, we were such super women and super men, that would we really reverence God and His power if we feel like we can do things on our own. So in those moments where you feel as though, okay, God, I don't know. I love you, but I don't desire to spend time with you. And that's how I felt. And we can be honest with Him, and we can ask Him to help us, but we really have to make an effort to get back to that place ourselves. God can't physically make us come and open the Bible and say, read this. Like, we have to be intentional with spending time with God as well. That's, basically what I wanted to encourage you with. And also 2 Corinthians 10:5, which has been these past few days a great encouraging scripture for me, which says, we demolish arguments and every pretension that sets itself up against the knowledge of God, and we take captive every thought to make it obedient to Christ. So think about what you've been thinking about. Like, what are the thoughts that you've been thinking? Because your thoughts, like my pastor says, your thoughts determine your behavior. So how you act always goes back to what have you been thinking, what have you been entertaining, what's been in your mind. I'm starting to recondition my mind, and it's a daily thing. Like, so don't feel like you're ever by yourself, that no one goes through this, because I went through this, and I really was like, God, I'm tired of going through this, and it happens to everybody. So I just wanted to encourage you to continue to meditate on those scriptures. I also have a blog that I posted in my Blessed Beauties blog that I will link below. It's a few encouraging blogs for you. I'm about to get out of this heat because my makeup is melting. I'm trying to hold on, but yeah. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this vlog. Feel free to share. Make sure that you subscribe. Go to my Instagram account, Blessed Beauties blog _vlog with a V. Follow me, and I hope that you guys enjoy it. And God bless you guys. See you next time.